Okay, so now we've entered an event into the system. We've classified it in upcoming events, which is why it displays up here, and we've also given it a higher weighting, which is why it displays first. If you click on the event at this stage, or we might just click on one of these events first. If you click on this event, you'll see that it's got all the product options that you can enter. You can buy a t-shirt and you can register for the event. However, if we go back to our event 4, we haven't actually completed the product element yet, so you can see why it's not actually linking to a product registration page. So now we'll just talk through how to link all that up. So if we go back to our web app items, now this is the little tricky section. This is as tricky as it gets. So if we click on event 4 and then we go up to the address bar, and at the end of the address bar there'll be a string of numbers, so the last string of numbers after the equal section. If we copy that string of numbers, then that's our reference for this post. Now we've copied that string of numbers, we'll go to an e-commerce product. So rather than set up, if we wanted to set up a new product, we just go add product. I find a quicker way of doing things is just copying. Look, we actually already had event 4, so I'll just do that in here. But the quicker way to set up a product is copying an old product, and then that brings it through. So we've copied that string of numbers from the web app, and then in the product code we're going to paste that string of numbers. Save that. So we've got the event title, the string of numbers, and the only other thing we need to worry about in the event is the attributes. So that's where you can write your questions. So we'll go back to truth or consequence, for example. This is where your questions are displayed and the answers that you wish for people to select. So because we've copied across an old form, you can see that they've all come through. So if you have a lot of similar races, then it's a good way of doing it. Obviously you can simply just delete 50k or a 25k. You can also just edit that. One thing to be mindful of is the currency. When you're entering a price, it's AU for Australia, and then /, and then your price. But again, just copy an old product or follow an old product for an example. And you can obviously add a new option. No, I don't need a t-shirt. And you don't need a price either. So again, if you just want to ask some simple questions, you don't need to put a price on it. And then once we have all those, what we need to do is get the, we'll go back to the details page. And here we have our web address for the actual product. So we can copy that and go back to our web apps. So they sort of cross-reference each other. So you need the web app number into the product and then the product URL into the web app. And then this is where we go down to paste the URL and we hit update there. So now if we go back to our home page, and we click register, there it is. It's all linked up and you've got a new product, and all of the information you've just applied into your web app will scroll out into your product.